This is me, Timothy Gaidash, and today we will talk about comparative essays. Oh, and hello, my students. Hello, Kim, and hello, Amy. All right, let's begin. So, the comparative essay is actually just to compare different subjects. For example, you would have, uh, if you had two different companies to compare, you might compare the amount of money coming in or out of the company to describe which one has a more positive or negative cash flow than the other. And you can use different points about them, like the amount spent on equipment and the amount of money coming out of the company, to show how they are similar or different. All right, the next point is how to actually structure the essay. Kim, can you please read the bullet point underneath introduction? All right, yes, it is to provide a hook, background information, and a thesis statement. All right, what do you think a hook is, Amy? All right, almost. A hook is basically an enticing idea that the reader has, and it makes them want to know more about the essay. Now, the two strategies that we will talk about in the presentation are the point by point and the block method. So, these strategies are for uh, the actual structure of them is introduction, body paragraph, and conclusion. The conclusion and introduction will follow the same format. So, well, let's do the point by point method. This is where you compare each detail about each subject in a paragraph. So, in the example of company 1 versus company 2, how do you think we would do a point by point paragraph? That's right. We could do uh, the amount of money coming in for company 1, then the amount of money coming in for company 2. That would be the first paragraph. And then for the second paragraph, we would do the same. Uh, we would do the same explanation for company 1 and 2, except we would focus on the amount of money coming out of the company. Okay, now if we do the block method, it's a similar way to organize the information for your essay. All right, Amy, can you please read the bullet point underneath block? That's right, it is to have each paragraph have all details on one subject, which means that you would have all the details only from one side of, well, of one topic. And then the second paragraph would be about um, all the details about the next topic. Okay, how do you think we would use this for our company 1 versus 2 example? Kim? All right, yeah, good guess. What we would do is, as you said, have the first paragraph be about the amount of money coming in and out for company 1. So all details about company 1. And then for paragraph 2, you have all details about company 2, the amount of money coming in and out. So, well, there's also an optional evaluation or recommendation paragraph. What do you think those are for? All right. So, Kim, you raise your hand first. All right. Yes. And Amy, what do you think? All right. Perfect. Yeah. The optional paragraph, which would usually go after your body paragraphs and before the conclusion, is just to summarize the differences and similarities between each topic. And the recommendation can be recommending which one is stronger in one of the two uh, details that are compared. Now, the conclusion is also important, but here's how you would write it. You'd first have a restated thesis. Basically, your thesis statement would be at the first sentence of the conclusion. But you would try to, instead of introducing the topic, you try to describe it as if it was closing the topic. So if our thesis was company one has a more positive cash flow than company two because company one has more money coming in than it spends than company two, then our conclusion would be because company one has more money coming in than out than company two, it is the more positive cash flow company. Okay, and now is the more fun part of the conclusion. At the end, at the very end of the conclusion, you would maybe put a little bit more detail about the thesis and try to bridge it to a suggestion, opinion, prediction, and so on. So you might say, because of this, I believe company one is a better option for those who would like to work in one of the two companies. All right, here comes the fun part. Now, if we actually wanted to write a comparative essay, it might not be as simple as the two details, the amount of money coming in and out, and the two different subjects, company one and two. You might have multiple details for every topic that you would compare. In this case, we'll focus on having two subjects, which is probably going to be the most common type of comparative essay that you will have. All right, so Amy, can you please read the first bullet point underneath the title? Right, so when you have a Venn diagram, you would actually write similarities in the overlapping area, which is the area where if you have a point between the two circles, they would be between both circles. And now if you had a difference for each topic, topic one would go in the left circle and topic two would go in the right circle. Then you'd list the differences between topic one and two in the respective left or right side of the overlapping part in the Venn diagram. All right, and I'll leave it up to you to try. But I think that's all our time for now. So until next time, I'll see you next time. Bye.